YouTube? It's your girl G, and What's up YouTube? It's your girl G, and I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be talking a little bit, and I know I do that a lot, so you guys are probably just like, oh God, here she goes again. Just talking. But no, today we actually have our very first story time. Today's story time is gonna be a little bit more pertaining to everything that's going on right now with COVID and the protests that are going on. What I can say is that I have experienced racial differences. I've experienced racism with everything going on. This would be like a good time to, kind of just put that out there and, show everybody like, like I understand everything that's going on or whatever else. And it's not okay. It's really not. Sorry, I literally have a financial class going on right now. And I'm doing a YouTube video. I usually get really nervous when I'm on camera and stuff like that. I'm trying to break out of that habit. But let's just hop right into the story. So, obviously, when you're telling a story, you got to give a little backstory for those who do not know. And considering none of you know me, basically, I gotta explain just a smidgen of things first. I used to have a phase when I was younger, where I used to be really into like white boys, and I had a couple of times where people in the high school that I used to go to would see me dating a kid, and for like I wouldn't even know these people, but for no reason they'd be like, oh, there goes Oreo, or you guys are an Oreo, or she's an Oreo, and everybody knows like Oreo is like one of those kitty little mean terms that you use, when you're in an interracial relationship, right? It just made me feel weird about being in a relationship. So I actually broke up with that guy that I was dating at the time because of that, because that made me feel very awkward. And fast forward maybe 2 years, I was living with a family member, and I didn't have a job at the time. It came to a point where we just weren't working, like me and my family and stuff like that, and it was just getting like hectic in the household. And eventually I had to get a job. I got a job, and it was at this company, but I can't say the name because I'm not trying to get a lawsuit. That place was heavily white. Your skin, Crayola white. And that was like all of them. I think there was only like two or three other people, including me, that was actually black, or darker. Okay, so there was two of them that had basically had the same name, right? We're gonna call them Corey, okay? So there were the two Corys and Scott, a Julian, and a Chuck. I'm gonna call him Chuck. I'm probably not gonna remember these names, so bear with me. These 5 people were a clique. And I didn't really know this until like maybe a week or two after working there. One of the Corys liked me, actually liked me, I want to be in a relationship with you, liked me. The other Corey hated my guts, but that was because he played some dumb shit on one of the first days of me working there, and I almost got in trouble for it, and you got mad because I snitched on you, which wasn't even a snitch. Like, I was asked the question, I answered the question truthfully and politely, and you got told not to do that. Oh, so big deal. Anyways, and then Scott also liked me, as in I want to be in a relationship with you, like me. Corey was not my cup of tea at all whatsoever. Was not even looking in his direction. Like, no. Scott I actually was attracted to. Julian I was really, really attracted to. Like, that's the first person that caught my eye. Like, that's the person that I actually wanted to be with. Like, I was like, oh. So yes, and Julian. And then there was Chuck, and I wouldn't even call him a Chuck because he's like literally not even a Chuck, but he was so kind and sweet. And I didn't see him until maybe my second week or later in the job. By that time a lot of drama has already happened. So you know, but he was cute. Like, if I wasn't messing or talking to none of these four, like, Chuck would have been the one to, you know, I would have hopped on that bandwagon. So me and Corey were talking, but we weren't like talking as y'all know it. We were just friends. So with that being said, we used to hang out all the time. Well, not all the time, but a lot more than well, a lot, yeah. So we used to hang out a lot, and you know, I enjoyed, you know, being around Corey because Corey was chill, Corey was cool or whatever, or at least I thought he was. You know, and I feel like his feelings for me clouded like the friendship, because I guess he assumed that, you know, the longer that I'm friends with her, the better the chance of us like getting in a relationship or whatever. But that's not what was gonna happen. Like, that was not on my mind. That never happened. Like, I don't look at you in that type of way, and I still don't. Like, never did. The more I hung out with Big Corey, Little Corey, and Scott, which was his closest friends, you know, thought that, okay, well, you know, y'all are dating, and like they started making jokes about it, started trying to be funny. And it really wasn't. Like, it really wasn't. It was very annoying. It was very tedious, and it was just so childish. Like, it was so stupid. Okay, so Big Corey had a girlfriend, right? An ex that, you know, he had a personal connection to, and not emotionally, well, probably emotionally, I don't know, but like, they were bound to each other because of actions that were taken between them, you know. So with this being said, you know, they were still in contact, which is fine. I don't really care. Like, I don't know you, I don't want your ex-man, so, you know, whatever. But obviously she didn't take it like this. You know, she was always causing a problem or whatever, or asking about me. She wanted to see what I looked like. She wanted to know who I was, why he was hanging out with me. Like, baby, you're an ex. Chill out. Like, you're irrelevant. You stay, like, mind your business. I was gonna take this opportunity to, you know, post on his Snapchat. And you know something? He's the one who told me to do it too. He was like, oh, you know, like, do it, we should get her upset and whatever else. I was just doing it because I wanted to do it or whatever, because that's what people do. You know, you're hanging out with your friends, obviously you want to capture the moment, you post it on whatever social media site you have. That's what I was doing. Like, he was like, oh, you should post this to get her upset or whatever and stuff like that, whatever, kind of just like bullying her into like getting upset or whatever. And me, because I don't know you and I don't really care, I'm just like, whatever. I ain't got nothing to do with this. That's what you want to do, get her upset, that's your things, that's your problem. I don't really care. I should have cared. So, I mean, you know, with him in the background in the driver's seat, like, living our best life, whatever. I don't remember exactly what I posted. If I can find the picture, I'll insert it somewhere. And you know, I posted that, and you know, she was like, oh, who the is this? Is this girl that you've been talking to, and that this is your new girlfriend? Or why are you out with this mad ugly, whatever the case is, you know, hating assholes. Anyways, so, you know, I'm just like, okay, whatever. This went on for about a month, and then eventually it came to a point where you know, we kept posting things on his Snap, or posting like, oh, he would post me as his like woman crush Wednesday or Monday or whatever the case was, I don't remember, and stuff like that, just to get her upset. because she would not leave him alone. Like, he was tired of her. He did not care. If you're watching this, he was tired of your. He did not care for you. He did not want anything to do with you. He was done. He was talking behind your back every day, talking about how trashy you are, how trashy of a person you are, talking about how your personality is, like how crazy you are. Like, he was talking hella shit, bro. And if you got a problem with that, don't come up here and talk to me about it. Talk to him about it. So considering I didn't know her, I'm just listening to what he's saying, and I'm like, okay, yeah, cool, whatever. You know, he's saying, oh, she's crazy, she acts like this, she's acts like that. I'm so tired of her. I want her to stop hitting me up. I'm like, all right, so then tell her to stop hitting you up. Like, handle shit like a man. Handle your shit. Obviously, he couldn't do that because he's not a man. We're hanging out this day, right? And we're hanging out like we've done plenty of other times, you know, whatever. We're hanging out and we're driving. I think it was back to his house or his friend's house. It was some house that was close in the vicinity. I don't know. I think it was his friend's house, to be honest. And, you know, we was zoom, run some errands real quick or whatever. And then we was gonna pull up to the house. This fucking girl done fucking blew up his phone and was calling and texting and doing all this shit. And she called him and he answered, and I'm like, oh, you should let me answer. Nah, because if she knows that I'm with you, then she's gonna be all mad. Okay, well, why do you care? Like, the fuck? You should let me answer. By this time, I'm fed up with her shit, like, because it's been several times where she's called me out of my name and she's like, you know, talk shit about me. So obviously I'm not gonna sit here and take that shit. Like, I'm not, like, I don't know you, bitch. Like, why are you tight? Then he decides, okay, no, I'm gonna answer the phone. I'm gonna just, you know, see what she wants, and then I'm gonna hang up the phone. Alright. He answers the phone. Hello. Oh my God. Where are you? Who are you with? Why are you out there? What are you doing? Oh, I'm not doing nothing. I'm with a friend or whatever. I'm just going back to my friend's house. Okay. I'm like, whisper. I'm like, put her on speaker. Put her on speaker. He's not putting her on speaker. Kept saying it. She was talking, whatever. And you know, it's loud. You know when people have their volume like up all the way and you can like kind of hear the conversation because it's like echoing at this point, but you can't make out all the words. So, you know, she's still talking her mess. Like, okay, where are you? Why haven't you been answering my phone calls? He finally puts her on speaker. She got the nerve. She got the fucking nerve. She said, oh, so why are you going to sit here and let this bitch ruin our fucking family? You're gonna me and you have a baby together, and which is the thing that I didn't want to say earlier, and you're gonna let this ruin our family? Y'all, when I tell you, let me just say this. I have been made fun of a lot in my growing ages, right? For like various different things and from various different peoples. The only, and as I've said, I had my white boy phase. The only name I've ever been called is an Oreo. The only thing that's ever been said relating to race was, oh, you like white boys? Oh, she only dates white boys. Two of which are basically the same thing. So, no one in my life or in their right mind has ever called me that. And honestly, I didn't know how to go about it. I didn't know how to act. I didn't know how to feel. Obviously, I know it was wrong, and she was, the way she said it with like so much aggression, and like she dragged that R. And I'm like, yo, you should have seen how fast he done took that phone off her speakerphone. Oh my God. I'm like, give me the phone. Give me the phone right now. Give me the phone. Like, I'm not playing this game. Give me the phone. I'm gonna curse the out. When I see her, it's on site. I'm gonna kill this bitch. Give me the phone. He was like, nah, chill out. Don't fucking do that. Nah, calm down. Relax. Oh my God. Like, calm down. No, please stop. No, I'm not fucking doing this. Bro, instantly started crying like that. Like that. I was crying. I was bawling my eyes out. I was like, yo, give me the fucking phone. After, I swear to God, when I see this bitch, it's fucking done. I'm gonna fucking fuck this bitch up. Like, I was heated. Bro, he would not give me the phone. He kept talking to her, and I was like, yo, that ass, I don't fucks with you now. Don't fucking talk to me. Don't say shit to me. Don't say shit to me for the rest of this fucking ride. Don't say shit to me. He was like, stop acting like that. No, stop, chill. Like, I'm like, and I don't know, like, I don't think he apologized for her saying that or whatever, but like, he was trying to talk to me, like, after he was like, oh, he was like on the phone with her. He was like, wow, why did you say that? You didn't have to say that. Like, chill out. And then he just kept conversation with her. And honestly, I feel like that was not you sticking up for me. That was not you, you know, saying anything. Like, yes, we were both shocked. Like, both of our jaws dropped. My eyes were like, and he was looking at me like, and I'm just like, what the fuck? He was just, you know, trying to talk to me and be like, G, are you okay? What's wrong? Why aren't you talking? Like, are you okay? Like, she shouldn't have said that. Like, talk to me. And I'm like, I'm pissed off. Like, I'm pissed off. Like, pissed off. Like, I felt so, a little disgusting. I felt a little disgusting, honestly. I'm not even lying. It was just such a weird experience, and it was just like gross to hear, and it was just like, you can hear the hate, the disgust, the disgrace, and just the negativity, and just all this just nasty vibe when you say that word. Like, it's one thing you be like, yo, what's up, my nigga? Like, okay, obviously you still shouldn't be saying that, but like, that's not as bad as saying it, in my opinion, and saying it with the R, like the hard R. And she said it, all caps, italics, bold, underlined, hard R. Like, what? I never got my one with her, unfortunately. I never got my one. And that sucked, because I really wanted that one. And if I ever see her, she would definitely get that one. She would definitely still get that one. I think about that. I used to think about that, like, often, and I'm just like, bro, like, that really just happened. Like, she really just called me that. Like, wow. It was just crazy shocking, and I honestly did not know how to go about it. When I got home, honestly, I didn't really talk to him for the rest of that day, or the next couple of days, honestly, because I was really pissed about that. And anytime he did try to talk to me, I would tell him, like, listen, bro, like, I'm really not trying to fuck with you no more, because, like, you're bugging, and you sat here and you didn't defend me. You know, me and him actually got into an argument about that. Well, it wasn't an argument, but I was mad and yelling, obviously. But it was like, you didn't defend me, you didn't stick up for me, like, and you want me to sit here and talk to you as if that shit never happened? Like, no, like, the fuck did I look like? What? No, I'm not doing that. So, yeah, that was a very rough and weird feeling experience. Obviously, not something that I like, not something that I'll ever promote, not something that I would want other people to hear or be called. That is just, there's no words to describe, like, how that feels. Like, it's a terrible feeling. It is a very gross feeling. So yeah, that's my story. It wasn't a very long story. This won't be a very long video, obviously. That's just one time that I had been called the N-word. Hard R. If I get about 20 likes on this video, then I will share the backstory on these people, how I met them, and how I got into that job in the first place, because I have a lot of toxic stories on the people at this job. So you guys are gonna want to tune in for that one, I promise you. And they're fun, they're crazy. I've been through so much, they're crazy. You're gonna want to tune in. So definitely hit that like button, definitely subscribe if you haven't already. If you have subscribed, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for giving me love and support, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.